But first, can Snap stocks snap back? The parent company of Snapchat is set to report its second quarter earnings after the bell tonight. Analysts are expecting the company to lose money again. The company is expected to post a loss of 14 cents a share on roughly $187 million in revenue. Sir Martin Sorrell is with us this morning, the CEO of WPP. And they've announced plans to double the investment on Snapchat this year. You have to more than $200 million.
Yeah, but that's small in relation to what we do with a Google or a Facebook.
Sure, sure.
And
but you saw value
it's almost
there.
into insignificance, at least at the moment. But we've seen significant growth in Snapchat. Now, this continual, or the headlines about Snapchat in a fight with Instagram, we see them as being complementary because they achieve different, or they reach different audiences. The issue with Snap is not just about their revenues. It's a question about, or what growth in their revenues this year. It's about number of users and time spent. And we'll see how that develops over time. Of course, Snap has a better profile with younger kids, say with 13-year-olds. And the question for Snapchat is whether it can establish that preference at an early age, maintain it, or whether some of the common wisdom is that you mature from Snap to Facebook at a later age when you're trying to build your network, your career, your family contacts, etc. We'll see what happens. So there's time yet to see what matures. The other point is we really do need a third force. I mean, Google and Facebook are totally dominant and increasing dominant, despite all the issues they face. You know, fake news, fraud on the internet, viewability, measurability,
gender pay,
all the issues. Well, that's
something recent, but it's also
something
there.
recent there and is there. But they did take, to be fair, they took quick action on it. Despite all those issues, the march continues. Both Google and Facebook continue, from our experience anyway, to become even more dominant. In the digital space, it's 75% of digital spending. Digital spending as a proportion of worldwide markets, probably 30%. Those two are 75%, so they control about 20% of worldwide advertising, both digital, from all sources.
Wow.
Of the incremental spend each year, the argument is they're almost 100%. Some people even say more than 100% because others go to the wall. So it is increasingly an issue that worries. You see it with the big advertisers, Procter & Gamble, for example, who expressed, the world's biggest advertiser, our third largest client, have expressed concern about Facebook and their spending on it, and whether they are spending it in the most effective way. Procurement departments, as digital spending has grown, have become more and more focused on it, more concerned too. So, but that dominance is very strong. So the third force, who could it be? It could be Snap. It could be AOL, Oath as it's now called.
What about Amazon?
Well, Amazon in two areas. First, in the area of search, because we know that 55% of product searches in the United States originate from Amazon in one way, shape, or form.
30%.
55% of product searches in the US is our statistic.
Wow.
And then the second thing is their advertising platform. We think it's about $2.5 billion. So it's small, but it is growing very rapidly.
Yeah.
So Amazon, the Amazon-Google competition on search, the Amazon-Google Facebook competition on the advertising platform is going to be a more and more significant
When you
thing.
say, and this is a really basic, maybe silly question, when you say advertising platform,
We never ask silly questions.
with Amazon,
you always preface it with that you never do.
Do you mean the available advertising space that they provide right now?
Yes, yeah, yeah. But they're developing that platform and increasing it, just like retailers have advertising platforms. So we own a company called Triad, which is on the sell side for the big fixed brick retailers. They have their advertising platform too, so they're working with manufacturers to develop. The manufacturers are in a bit of a cleft stick because, you know, do you expand your volume with Amazon? You need the volume and the volume growth, but you lose control.
Right.
The data, the big battleground will be on the data because Amazon, Facebook, Google, Apple, Microsoft all control data. In the old days, with the traditional media, our clients had more control over the data than they will do, these walled gardens, as they're called, around these moats that are being built around the online players. The other thing is the voice-activated devices. I was in China, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago.
You mean like an Echo or?
Like an Echo or Cortana with Microsoft or a Siri or whatever. In China, Alibaba, I think today or yesterday, have launched Genie, which is their voice-activated device.
Alibaba.
Yeah.
They're wonderfully named. JD.com had a wonderfully named device called Ding Dong, which they launched 2 years ago. Hasn't been very successful as yet. But these voice-activated devices, for example, if I say to Alexa, what is the most, get me the cheapest battery in the United States, it will be an Amazon private label battery, and they have 30% of the market already. Baby wipes, which I'm now an expert on.
Private products for
batteries.
Generic.
Yes, it's their private label.
Private label.
It's their private label battery, but they have a 30 share.
Wow.
On baby wipes, which I'm now an expert on, 30% of baby wipes. And again, if I say what is the cheapest baby wipe or what is the cheapest battery, Alexa will tell me Amazon batteries.
Interesting.
So yeah, they will control. So let's take it one step further. If you say I want Cheerios, get me General Mills Cheerios, and Alexa says I'll deliver it for you in a couple of hours. But I have, Alexa says, Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Cornflakes at a 10% discount. So you're starting to get into big issues about who controls messages.
That's fascinating.
Big stuff.
This is all fascinating stuff.
Can you pay for that? Can you pay for Alexa at the... Not yet.
The theory would dictate, yes. So, yes, I mean, that's where the battle for control...
So if somebody tries to order Cheerios, I'm going to have Alexa pitch you my competitor.
Why is that different than what happens online? You Google search, you get Google ads, you Google one candidate, another candidate comes up, one product, another product comes up.
No, I think with Amazon, Amazon now have their new device, Alexa has a screen, so you'll be able to watch stuff too, and it's connected to your refrigerator or your washing machine, I'm trying to remember which, and connected to your phone. So automatic reordering as well. Right?
Wow.
You know, want that.